People, it is no news of what has been happening in the palace lately. And of course, the matter has been progressing from time to time. Every single day we wake up, there is a new thing on this matter, as all the Oloris are looking for strategies and tactics to make sure that they maintain their position in the palace. And as it stands right now, the Ooni has taken it upon himself to cripple all their wings that have given them the leverage to fly. Because technically speaking, when a husband says leave, you leave. But in this case, the husband has said leave, and the wives are there fighting endlessly. They are putting up war, they are putting up every single thing. And gradually, it is beginning to be a thing that the owner himself is over fed up with. So as it is right now, my people, you might be wondering what exactly is happening. What exactly is happening is the fact that these women have taken the law into their hands. Their husband, who has been married to them for quite some time now, have seen his dim fate that he can no longer be married to them because of the distortion and every single thing they have been pulling off in the palace lately. And of course, it is not even something that he can all of a sudden wake up in a day and embrace it, that okay, this is what my wives do, this is them, and I should accept the fact of who they are, because these women have proven to the Oni over time that it is not a thing that he would just accept, because every single day they do things that he despises. Every single minute they do things that he would not even accept. So as the whole matter is on ground right now, it is beginning to be evident that no matter what he does, these women will not change. So the Oni has decided to take a step that would completely weaken these women, or let's say it will cripple their wings to continue whatsoever it is that they have in mind, whatsoever agenda it is that they have. So you might be wondering what the Oni has done. The Oni has gone ahead to make sure that he calls a council meeting, and this council meeting is technically to discuss the dismissing of all the Oloris, all of them, because according to the Oni, the court gave him the leverage to do whatsoever it is he wants. But even during that period, the court gave the only the leverage to do whatsoever it is he wants. The only gave them the room to make a decision. He gave them the room to change. He gave them the room to decide. But these women chose rather to keep on doing whatsoever it is that they had in mind that they will keep on doing. Because technically speaking, if the only gets to say that stop, don't do again, a wife should listen and stop. But in his own case, it was very, very different. All his wives had different opinion, all his wives had their own perceptions, all his wives had their own feeling, what they felt should be done rather than what is right and should be done. So as it is right now, my people, the council meeting has held, and the dismissing of the Olori is now certain. Yes, because as it is right now, there is nothing this Olori can do to escape what has come before them. Over time, the Oni has tried, in fact, this man have tried so much to make sure that his wife stays in alignment with him. He has tried over time to make sure that these women understand the peoples to which they were married into the palace. But you see, when someone chooses a path that is very different from yours, it becomes quite difficult for the both of you to align. Yes, it becomes very, very difficult for the both of you to align. And gradually, it gets to a point of escalating. And when it escalates, there is no way you can control it. Yes, yes, there is no way you can control it. Just like entering the boat, and then there is a camel side, and there is nothing you can do about it. So right now, no, my people, Olori Tobi, Olori Mariam, Olori Ronke, all of them, Ashley, Temitope, Elizabeth, only does not want to know who you are. As long as you are being an Olori in that palace and you are being a part of the people who have given him headache endlessly, who has given him tireless problems, he has called a council meeting that will effect the dismissal of this woman immediately, and that is what the Oni is doing. So my people, atop this matter where we don't they follow see like so. The same team actually said that if you get a grip of this matter, in the middle, you would feel that the Ooni is doing too much, but the Ooni is not doing too much. The Ooni is just doing a peaceful payback of what these women have done to him over time. The Ooni has been a peaceful man. The Ooni has tried every single thing within his power, every single thing humanly possible, to make sure that nothing goes bad between him and these women. But yet, it is indeed something that these women cannot appreciate. They keep on making it seem like the Ooni is ungrateful. He should be grateful for having them as wives. A man cannot be grateful for having you as a wife when you are giving him headache, you are giving him problems, you are giving him all manner of issues. Because day after day, it is one case upon another arising in the palace, down to a point that these women even had the courage to even try to bribe Olori Naomi's uncle. Can you imagine someone's uncle you want to bribe? And how do you think this man will feel about this thing? These are the things that will make this man feel that Olori Naomi is not even safe returning back into the palace. Because Ooni went and got married to Olori Naomi right there in Akure and brought her into Ile-Ife. And technically speaking, Olori Naomi has become a part of Ile-Ife. And then there are some persons somewhere arising all of a sudden that Naomi should not come back. She should not come back so that they will live in Ile-Ife. How do you expect this man to feel about this when Naomi is his sister? These were one among the persons who held Naomi by hand and gave Ooni that stake, she's your wife. Then you're going to go bribe him and tell him that Naomi should not return back into the palace. It all doesn't make sense. Yes, it all doesn't make sense. But at the end, it might make sense to these women. Yes, it might technically make sense to these women, because from all we are seeing, from all we are beginning to embrace, and from every single thing that is happening, these women have no iota of fear, they have no iota of shame. In fact, they does not even care how things are going. They don't care. All they want is just for them to be in the limelight of every single thing happening in the palace, for them to be on top of the matter. But right now, it is not even the matter of being on top of the matter. It's the matter of knowing your place, because displacing Tobi from the Ikoyi mansion, stopping Miriam to take over the Lekki mansion, has become one of the best things that has happened in the palace thus far. In this whole period, this is one of the most amazing things that has happened, because if these women are not stopped, these women would do any single thing possible to achieve whatsoever it is they want to achieve. So technically speaking, right now, the Oni has gone to the extreme to cripple these women in every single form. And if they keep on pushing, that is left for them. Because as it is right now, they want to make the Oni become miserable. That is just what they want to do. They want to make the Oni become miserable. But the Oni is technically telling them that you are not capable of the things you want to do. Yes, the Oni is fighting. The Oni is standing strong. And at the outcome of this council meeting will determine a lot of things for this woman. Yes, the outcome of this council meeting will determine a lot for this woman.